All right, today we're going to actually be doing a little bit of testing with U-turns. So this is 14.2.1 in our Model Y here. So I've had really good luck with U-turns lately. However, there has been a couple of occasions where I felt like U-turns, it did not wait for an appropriate gap in order to prevent someone from having to slow down. So I definitely am going to be looking out for that and making sure that we don't have a scenario where we end up having to inconvenience someone, or even worse, if it's like they have to like really slam on the brakes or something. So I'm going to try to avoid that. I will disengage if it gets into a scenario like that. But basically, I'm just going to, go up to the street and navigate to somewhere that is up there. And then I'm going to change the navigation to do a U-turn to go back. So hopefully we can get a few U-turns in here and see how it does with the U-turns. All right, so unfortunately this road does seem to sometimes get the wrong speed limit. Sometimes it's saying 30 miles per hour and sometimes it's 45. 45 is correct, so might be a little bit annoying in that respect, but we'll see. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and change the routing. So we'll edit trip. Say, okay, we want to go to Walgreens first. And I will do it now. So we just passed one place where we could do a U-turn. Hopefully it doesn't pick somewhere where we're not allowed to do a U-turn. But all right, so it says it's going to do U-turn up here. It's not too far. All right, this is actually designed for a U-turn, so it actually has a little extra spot for us to do the U-turn here. So that was an easy one. Appropriately waited for that gap there. Doesn't use any of the extra turnout that it could have used. It does it pretty fast, but I do think it would be better if it kind of accelerated more quickly going out of it. So let's change the navigation again. It's going to get really annoyed, I guess. Oh, this one interesting. All right, it's not doing U-turn there. I guess it decided it was too far. Too I don't know. It could have just gone 2 lanes. There was no traffic around us, so it definitely could have done a U-turn there instead of it decided to turn into this neighborhood, and now it's going to turn left out of the neighborhood. So that's unfortunate because we're trying to test U-turns. And now we will edit trip, Ross. Here we go, doing a U-turn here. Now this one is actually a little bit more challenging if there's a decent number of cars coming. But there's one car. Yeah, it's okay because we're not going to be in the lane that car is in. All right, so that was a pretty good one. And we're actually picking up the pace fairly quickly, so that wasn't bad at all. And even if that car had been in our lane that we were going to go to, it looks like it wouldn't have been a big deal because we're still going faster than they wouldn't even have to slow down, most likely. All right. We'll just keep keep doing it here. Let's see if we can get different. Look, I get to pay attention to the road. Dang, it doesn't like the fact that I keep switching our navigation. All right, so again, this is a location that has been designated for a U-turn. I'm not sure how it's going to interact with this driver over here on the right. We have a gap here, so it looks like we're going to go now. Cutting it pretty tight around that, but worked out. And the other car speeding past us there. Okay, that was nice and smooth again. It waited for a good gap, even though there's a lot of cars. Let's try this again. See if we can get something interesting to happen. All right, now it's actually going to do a U-turn again pretty quickly in a different spot instead of turning right into there, which it did last time. Now we have somebody blocking our view. Okay. Wow. It's tough to see. Okay, I can see. Yeah, all right. Wow. That's pretty tough. I could barely see, but I could see. Now, I don't really know what it's doing in that situation. I guess it was using the... I don't know how much visibility it has from the pillar camera in that scenario. Interesting. I don't know. It did well. It could see that there was no cars coming, I guess. I mean, I could, but I had to lean over to the left to actually see it in that scenario. Let's see if we can get a different U-turn location here on this time. Let's see, edit trip. Okay, wow. Yeah, it decided to really quickly say, okay, we're going to do a U-turn here. I'm impressed with how quickly it can change its mind about which way it's going to go. Now we have a decent variety of traffic. We have somebody over here on the left turning out. I actually don't know who technically has the right of way in that scenario, but we'll see what the car does. This would be a gap, but all right. It made it really awkward. So that guy was waiting for us, and all right, I'm pushing it. That was really awkward. It was basically in a stalemate with that guy turning right. He was definitely going to let us go, but it just wasn't going to go. So I pressed the accelerator. That was just an awkward situation that I really didn't want to. I didn't want to put that car. I mean, I think we have the right of way technically because it's definitely going to be easier for him to turn right out onto the street, and he has a stop sign, and we don't have a yield or anything. We're obviously just yielding to oncoming traffic. So that was interesting. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what it should have done there. Let's try one more. See if we can get another interesting situation. So that wasn't a disengagement, but it was an intervention. I didn't like that. I didn't like that it was like kind of being indecisive with that other driver. I mean, it just needs to be more assertive, I think, in that situation, because if they're going to let us go, then it really just needs to go out there. But I can also see why, if they ended up going, it's going to put itself in an unsafe situation because it's then stranded out there in the road, waiting for them to complete their maneuver. So I don't know what is the right thing to do there. That's a tough call, I guess. All right, here we are, another U-turn. Might be the last one we do. A lot of U-turns here. All right. Nice clean gap. No cars. So, yeah, I mean, really the only interesting thing I think we had there was on one of those U-turns, we did actually end up with uh, kind of a chicken there with the driver taking a right out of the spot right next to where we're doing the U-turn. So that was kind of interesting. And then the other one was where it was visibly hard to see around the truck that was turning left. Or actually, I think they were doing a U-turn, but either way, it was very difficult to see where around that vehicle to the oncoming traffic to see when it was safe to go. So I don't know how well FSD was able to see around it. I don't understand if it was using the B-pillar camera or if it was using the front-facing camera. I don't know, because me personally, I had to lean over to the left to as far as I could to be able to see whether I felt like it was safe or not. So that was definitely an interesting decision on its part to do that. Yeah, but it did do it, and it did well, and I could tell that it was actually safe, so I guess that's okay. Now here's another scenario here where I was going to do a U-turn, and because it was too late to get into that navigation to that U-turn, it decided to go into this neighborhood and turn around, turn left. But we still got a little U-turn here around the front of this little neighborhood here, instead of it following that navigation all around, which would have been more annoying. So yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed with the decisions that it's making as far as navigationally for these U-turns. When I very quickly change from one direction to the other and it has to choose where it's going to do U-turn, it does it well. And it did a great job on all the U-turns, except for the one where I felt like it just needed to be more assertive for that car that was pulling out. It should have seen that they were going to wait for us and go ahead and take that gap, but instead it made a very awkward situation where they were definitely going to wait for us, but then it was not going, so I had to press the accelerator in that situation. So all right, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.